Good day, fellow YouTubians! This is funnyeehn back with another episode of Gamer Report, your weekly lowdown for video game news! Now, to start us off, I would like to inform you guys of a fellow gamer who died earlier this week. An 18-year-old in Taiwan with the surname Chuang had booked a private room in an internet cafe, and he ended up playing Diablo 3 for 40 hours straight. After being alerted by an attendant, the young man was only able to take a few steps before collapsing, and he was pronounced dead shortly after reaching the hospital. Now, what we can learn from this is that we need to remember that we should not play for too long. There's a fine line between an obsession and a hobby. Even though he may just seem like some random guy all the way across the world, he's still part of the gaming community, and for that, I'd like to have a moment of silence for him. Now, on a happier note, let's talk about Battlefield 4. Say what? I've hardly even had enough time to play Battlefield 3! Whoa, hold your LMG rounds there, buddy. You still got at least a good year before the next installment comes out. Jeez, this guy. So anyway, EA has announced its plans for BF4. In fact, if you pre-order Medal of Honor Warfighter, then you'll be able to beta BF4 in August of 2013. Oh, and if you want to play the BF4 beta through the Medal of Honor pre-order, you're gonna have to buy the limited edition. Sorry. And for all of you worried that EA is going to abandon Battlefield 3, EA has said that they will have separate teams, one working on BF3 and BF4. So chill. I kind of feel that Medal of Honor is gonna be that middle ground that just isn't gonna fly. I compare this particular situation to America's political system. How so? Well, because in our system there is the extreme left and the extreme right. Not much of an in-between. Well, there is, but it's kind of a joke. Now, the video game equivalent to the political parties would be like BF3 and COD. Not saying they're affiliated with like Republican or Democrat or anything. Point is, I just feel that Medal of Honor is going to be in the middle, and right now it's kind of either or. I suppose Medal of Honor will be like the Libertarian Party or something. Ron Paul 2012. Medal of Honor just doesn't seem to fit either of the extremes. The whole fighting around the world and buddy system in Medal of Honor looks pretty sweet, but $60 sweet? Hard to say. Zombies! Or just my friend during his 21st birthday this week. Dude, I don't feel good. Alright, so for all of you Arma 2 fans, and especially the fans of the DayZ mod, there is a new open-world zombie game that is currently in the works called the WarZ. Now, despite the very close name, A, B, C, D, W, the WarZ is actually based off the book World War Z by Max Brooke. By the way, World War Z is the follow-up book to the Zombie Survival Guide, which you may be familiar with. So here's a little info on the WarZ. Starting off, it will be in the first-person perspective. I mean, at times it will be in the third person, but overall it will be first person. There will also be player versus player, as well as player versus environment. And it will follow a role-playing structure with character upgrades, etc. In addition to the game, the production company Plan B... Plan B... You mean like the morning after pill? No! Brad Pitt's production company. So yeah, Plan B is currently working on the World War Z movie, and it's expected to release around June 2013. Zombies! Zombies! Are you tired of video game release dates that get pushed back again and again? Well, hold on one moment there, disgruntled gamer, cause I got some good news for you. Well, one game that most likely you will not have to wait extra long for will be Borderlands 2. The reason? Well, Gearbox Software announced that they are officially done with Borderlands 2. That makes the game ready 60 days before the official release date, which will be September 21st. I'm just hoping that I won't have to do all the port forwarding junk that I had to do last time. It was horrible, because it was my first time and I had no idea what I was doing. Alright, so it says open port 7500, UDP TCP. What does that even mean? And since Gearbox has some extra time on their hands, they're already working on DLC for the game, such as the Necromancer class, which you can get for free if you pre-order Borderlands 2. Take my money! Take my money! And speaking of the number 60, like we did earlier, 60 comes after 59. It has been said that a playthrough of the game will take 60 hours. Actually, it was clocked at 58 hours, but if you round 58 up, it's 60. Alright, so many of you know that Minecraft was launched on the Xbox Live Arcade Store back on May 9th, and was a record breaker, selling some 400,000 copies within the first 24 hours. Today's update? Minecraft on Xbox has reached triple platinum, meaning that 3 million copies have been sold. 3 million! And for all of you math-impaired people like me, that equates to $60 million. What mansion can I buy today? I have to admit, I haven't gotten into Minecraft. I know. It has the highest amount of YouTube views, and it's really different, yada yada, I know. But here are my 2 reasons for not playing Minecraft. Number 1, I want to differentiate myself as a YouTuber. Number 2, it's a very time-consuming sort of game. You know, you're going out and building things and collecting materials, and to be honest, there are just so many games that I want to be playing and trying that I feel like if I was to get into Minecraft, it would be really hard for me to play all the games that I'm playing now. It's not the best excuse, but that's the reason why. Great job to 4J Studios for bringing Minecraft to Xbox. It did do pretty well. Go you guys! Dead Space is too scary. I don't want to play it anymore. Well, in a way, an EA survey showed just that. According to the marketing boss at EA, Lori Miel, people found that the first 2 Dead Space games were just too scary, which is the reason why they're bringing in the co-op feature to the game. But that makes sense to me, because there is a point when a game can be too scary for the general population. And of course, you know, as any business, you want the largest amount of people to like your game, so I can understand where they're coming from. I hate to say it, but I was probably like those people that were surveyed. I mean, when I played Dead Space 1, the volume was more than halfway down. I mean, who does that? But the good news is that the horror style of the Dead Space universe will not be changed. In other words, be sure to bring some spare underwear when the game comes out. Look, mine has a bear on it. I don't know if you guys remember back in the day when one of the original Xbox bundle packs came with the games Sega GT 2002 and Jet Set Radio Future. And I think both games were in one disc if I remember correctly. I used to hate Sega GT 2002 because I suck at racing games. Alright, almost there, almost... Shoot! But what I did love was Jet Set Radio Future. You're like in this world where very, very funky art style, kind of reminds me a little bit of Borderlands, and you had all these gangs of people wearing rollerblades, grinding on rails, and graffitiing each other's turf. It was just fun. Good music too. For all of you that love that game, I have some great nostalgia news. They are currently making the HD remake of the game for just about all the platforms. You have PC, PS3, 360, and they're even putting it on the Android and iOS. For me, I'll probably get it on Android just so I can have it on the go. And I always liked their funky dancing in that game. Alright everyone, well thanks for tuning in for Gamer Report. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. And please check out my LCD chat and straight up gaming segments. I would love to get your feedback. Okie dokie. Well, until next week, this is funnyeehn, signing out. Oh man, I bet there's a necromorph in there. Phew.